And we should be up. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Greetings, interwebs.
Welcome to TPK, where a bunch of us nerdy TikTokers sit around and play Monster of the Week.
Until we finish this, this arc.
Oh god, here we go again.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't me? That wasn't me this time? Oh my god.
That was me.
This is why I always have headphones.
I mean, it works with my headphones too, but the problem is it sometimes comes out of my audio from my desktop, and OBS. But anyway, welcome to TPK, guys. I'm Nix's Rose, and here I have with me Red Pack 3-Piece, Madi to the Max, the Reading Dragon Official, and Dreaming of Soul Day. We're all TikTok creators, storytellers, just general nerds.
I'm just a doofus. I'm just
Very
here.
cute doofus. Make all the other doofuses
No.
go.
Wah!
I wasn't aware that was the official call of a doofus.
I'm glad we have informed you of this.
Yes.
It was vital knowledge needed for my voice.
I mean, you're married to me. You are gonna find out eventually.
Yeah. You have to.
You act like I don't fucking qualify on my own, hun.
You've activated my doofus sensibilities. But anyway.
You activated my doofus card.
You get a free smoothie.
You lay down a doofus card, and then instead of the click sound that it goes, it just goes. Wah. Oh gosh, have we mentioned how we're all just random? We have no sense of cohesion.
A lot of TikToks.
Yeah.
Very random.
Mhm.
We're all also like different levels of neurodivergent as well. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so in case y'all haven't figured out from us saying that we're TikTokers, we are TikTokers. We will make random TikTok references.
Yes. Yeah. All the
I'm sure
time.
that anybody watching at this point kind of knows that by now.
Well, if you don't and you're
It
new.
does know
The
that.
new people, if there are any.
Mm-hmm. If you are new, welcome, and we hope you enjoy the show. First,
Crazy
go ahead.
Point Jake says everyone is a little bit quiet for these.
Oh, weird. Let me see. I think I can fix
That's
that.
probably because settings.
Yeah, I got it. That was me.
I don't know what settings they
No,
are,
it
but
was me. I forgot I was recording stuff last night, and my desktop audio I had to lower so that it wasn't too loud. So sorry about that. It should be fine now. But anyway,
We're professionals.
yeah, we're totally professionals, guys. Totally. As you can tell by all of our previous live streams.
sure, let's go with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, first off,
Anyway,
I'm gonna say, please, everyone, if you could like and follow the channel and share it with your friends. If you find our stuff entertaining and fun, and you just generally enjoy it, please do so. We would greatly appreciate it. We've beaten 50 subscribers. Woo! We're at 52 subscribers now, and I'm so happy about it. Yes, I know, right? Halfway to 100, which maybe we could get to by the end of the year, hopefully, maybe. That would be really nice.
At the end of the year?
it's a goal.
Yeah.
I think so.
By the
I think
end
so.
of the year. Where
So far,
yes.
2022 is actually being a pretty good do-over year for me. So, you know what? I think anything's possible.
So far, it's been a good do-over year for most of us, I feel.
Yeah.
Right?
I am not most of us, by the way. It's
I
fine.
mean, you're not
It's
on a
all-
ship anymore, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still fucked up, so it's fine.
I mean, if all
One
of
thing
us-
at a time.
Yeah. Stepping stones.
Today's episode of How Fucked Up is Fucked Up.
Fucked up.
Right. By the
You're
way,
so
Speaking of
quiet.
references. Yeah, it's because I moved
Why are
backwards.
you so fucking quiet? Fucking stop!
Ryan,
Anyway.
would you like some assistance?
now you can change the sensitivity of your mic on
I
Discord.
know how to change it. I don't want to.
Should we start the game now?
I wanted to get. I was like, let's go through promos and then start the game. But it's fine.
Not gonna happen.
No, never.
We're already off the rails.
Right.
So.
It's totally fine.
Online today. That's as much orderly as you're getting.
But yeah, please follow everyone not only here but also on their social media. Ryan, I know you're starting a new sort of like comic hemo script. I think you've talked about it on TikTok already.
I'm just in the early production phases. Like I don't actually even have a plot or a structure nailed down yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mainly focused on world building and things like that, and trying to practice an art style that hopefully I won't actually have to use. But yeah. So I'm working on a new project. It's called HemoScript. It's about a world where magic exists in human blood and other animal blood. And that you use it to enchant objects called HemoScript crests. And yeah, that's basically what it is. Follow me on TikTok if you want to learn more about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
YouTube. I'll probably be making YouTube videos as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Maddie,
So if you want to check out his Patreon or maybe his Amazon wish list and help get him a new thing for his computer so we can get back to main plot.
Please.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Well,
That
I
would
will
be
say,
nice.
I have access to all of my notes and everything now, so we can get back to main plot once this is over.
Okay.
Because I got a machine thing that hooks my old hard drive up to Cass's computer, so I have access to my old hard drive from my old computer. So I do have all the notes and all the information I need, and I'm working on translating it all online so that I don't need to fucking do that. By the way, we're not sponsored, but I really enjoy Campfire. It's a really good program.
Yep.
Hashtag non-spawn.
Hashtag non-spawn.
Campfire, if you want to sponsor us.
We
will
won't say no.
Yeah, no, I will.
Yeah.
I will
That would be
use you
great.
as the official program for TPK's Andorra World. Like seriously, I will. I am all for that.
Maddie, your OC on TikTok, for Elfric Academy, absolutely incredible. Oh my god, I've been loving seeing those videos come out.
And you should definitely follow me and the other Alfric Academy professors because there's going to be some plot happening soon.
Drama?
So much drama. It's going to be amazing.
Oh shit.
It's gonna
We're all
be so
looking
much
forward to
fun.
this.
It's going to be so
Oh.
fun.
Oh my god, exciting.
He's so freaking cute.
Oh my
And
god.
it's so freaking like relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I
Yeah.
didn't know what it was at first. I thought it was just like another Hogwarts of Professor OC.
Well, that's Alfric Academy was made to be kind of like a Hogwarts adjacent thing. So it's Hogwarts, but it's also not Hogwarts.
Not-
so
yeah.
it's not
Okay.
something else. The own IP. It's own original
Yeah, and-
characters.
It's monetizable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Several people have brought their Hogwarts professors over to Alfric. And then some people like me who have just made entirely new characters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could do that with Eli.
Just have another alternate version of Eli.
Yeah, I know, but like his costume is so iconic at this point.
Well, do the exact same thing, but this time in green.
Yeah.
Just like you
You're
have.
assuming we have the money to do that.
No, she has no experience in changing color aesthetics for characters. No
That's
experience in that realm
Sisters are
whatsoever.
And she's not biased at all towards the color green.
No,
Oh.
not
No.
at all.
No. I don't.
Definitely assume. Honestly,
Nope.
we're surprised that Annalise is blue. We're very surprised by that.
Well,
I was
Fair.
trying
It was
to
just
break
only
the
blue 'cause she
pattern.
didn't want her to be green.
yeah, that's the.
He gave me the two options, and I was like, I'm trying to break the pattern here. And I was currently at the time playing an actual green character in another D&D campaign. I was like, well, I have to make these two distinct from each other, so Annalise is blue. But hey, if, hitting that what the puck button a few times, maybe one of the buttons, the rolls changes your skin color to green.
Oh man. Okay.
You know what? I'll tell you what. There used to be a change race button, but we switched it to add a class.
Mhm.
If you get that one again, I'll change your skin to green.
Oh god.
Oh man.
But you will
Yes.
you will have to what's the word I'm looking for? Change your you'll have to repick your freebie spell, the one that you got for your race.
Right. I
So
think it's
you
just Ray
probably
of
won't
Frost.
have Ray of Frost anymore.
Oh no, it
Oh,
does so
no.
much damage. Anything but Ray of Frost.
Oh no, it's
no.
always worked for her in the past.
So useful.
Well, I mean, you've had bad luck. You spent a lot of time in a fucking ice plane. Like, what the fuck was gonna happen?
Anywho, please follow the Reading Dragon and all of her awesome content. I know you still stream with Blazewing and
Lady.
yes, on Wednesdays in the morning, and you guys do your book club, right?
Yep, we actually are on Twitch. We are talking about the Harry Potter series right now. No, we do not condone the actions or views of the fucking turf. That is Skeeter.
Yeah.
However, we are reading through the first right now, and after each chapter, we do a discussion of that chapter, and we're going through the entire series doing that. And we also take those recordings from Twitch, convert them into podcast episodes. So we also have Spotify and let's see, where else are we at? Anchor. So Anchor puts us all on pretty much all of the audio services. You can check us out through my Linktree. That is listed below in the doobly-doo. And if you wanted to catch up, we are also on YouTube as well. We pretty much post new YouTube episodes every day.
Oh man, so awesome!
Yep.
You do so much.
Yep.
That sounds
Podcast
great,
episodes come out on Mondays, though.
though. Ooh.
Mondays and Thursdays, actually.
Right, and that's all in your link tree? Okay, awesome. And again, everyone's stuff is linked also down below in the comment section.
And also, let's just admire Cass's beautifully curled hair today. It looks lovely.
I was gonna wait
Yeah.
until she stopped.
That's my job. I am the wife.
That's true. But yeah, also follow her on Instagram and on TikTok, as she does also create stuff on TikTok as well. And
It's
I'm
very random. It's very random.
very random, but that's okay. It's still wonderful regardless. I love all your reactions.
What?
The reaction
The
that you had to
reaction videos.
the reaction videos, like the one that you had to We Don't Talk About
Oh.
Bruno remix.
Mm-hmm.
That was so good!
It was
That
really
was baller.
good. Uh-huh. It was so good. And then I'm here.
And
then there's
our-
me.
Oh, it's on this side, right? Because it's mirrored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our amazing, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
right, you're right.
Yeah.
Our amazing keeper. I'm fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
So, she should be posting some reactions to Legend of Vox Machina soon, right?
Hopefully, yeah. I lost
That-
some of the audio when I was recording, unfortunately, but
That's
I still
fine.
have 2 more episodes to watch left before the season finale, which is, oh god, this week.
I just need to catch up on the most recent 3 episodes because I kind of forgot about Thursday and Friday were just like, nah, for me.
But oh my god, I've been loving it so much, and hopefully I will be able to get that content out soon.
I just want to know which Percy part made you squeal the hardest.
Right?
Yes.
There were mostly tears. Tears and just like
Qualify.
like when you guys see the recording, I'm like this half the time with just my eyes open, just like in pure awe. just pure awe. I love Vox Machina. Anyway, enough about people that are way more talented than we are.
Oh.
Uh,
Wait, They exist?
No,
What?
no, you're right. I forget sometimes.
I thought that was
And
just
we're
a fairy
also
tale.
the most humble.
Yeah. And we're just, we're just so wonderful and
know.
humble too.
Right, and just so sexy.
And just
I mean,
the best.
yeah.
I mean, clearly.
I
It
mean,
is- we are pure
last
sex
one's
appeal.
not really a joke.
No,
And
it's not.
I
meant
was
that.
not being.
We-
Were you being sarcastic? I was.
I wasn't being sarcastic.
we're all sexy chaos.
Sexy.
You know
I think
what?
that's
Sexy
New
chaos.
group
Maddie
I
is
love
the
that.
epitome of that. Oh my god.
That's my new alignment. That's my new
Sex-
alignment.
Sexy chaos.
Sexy
Sexy
chaos.
Yeah. I mean, that should be this group's name.
Chaotic sexy.
Chaotic
We're gonna
sexy.
ditch TPK. We're now gonna be sexy chaos.
Sexy chaos.
I'm okay with this.
All right.
Yeah.
That needs to be the name of the next adventuring group.
Yeah.
Sexy chaos.
I mean, let's be real. It's probably.
I'm okay with this.
No, it wouldn't be the name of
Welcome,
this group.
heroes of the realm, sexy
Didn't
chaos.
Didn't one of you have a D&D character concept where you were a bit nefarious?
I thought that was
Yeah.
Jack, who was the stripper.
Well, I mean, I've had several of those. I just haven't been able to do anything with them yet. But yes, I have several of them. But anyway, if you guys don't know, we are playing Monster of the Week. We're not playing our usual D&D 5e campaign with Erelon because of that whole thing with Ryan's laptop. But we will be getting back to it soon. But in the meantime, we've been playing Monster of the Week, Tales of Willowbrook. And now we're basically going to continue until hopefully the end of the mystery. But there is something that we have to do before we continue, which is something that I neglected to tell you all about last time. But we're going to do so right now. If you guys have your character sheets with you.
I have it open right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where a pencil is.
I actually don't know where my notebook went. It is in this mess somewhere. No.
Yeah, so I will be back.
Okay.
I forgot to get water.
Like I said,
Okay.
sexy
Okay.
chaos. Like we said. Sorry.
Hold on a minute.
And I need a pencil.
If you guys don't know, not Willowbrook. Monster of the Week follows a Power of the Apocalypse system. It's super simple, really easy to take up. It takes 2d6 dice, and that's pretty much it. Everyone here is a different playbook / class, so there's no really clash of any other playbooks, which makes for interesting storytelling. And I am referred to as the keeper and not really a GM or a DM. Hopefully we'll be done by next week with this episode.
Well,
or...
I mean, with our pace of nonstop RPing, that's, very loose terms.
Yeah, hopefully next week.
Hold on, let's just take 2 hours to RP about who's sleeping where.
Are you sleeping in the pile of leaves or in the actual bed? Are you sleeping in
Yeah.
the van
I'm
or
under the bed.
Yeah,
I'm sleeping under the bed.
She just sneaks pockets full of leaves every once in a while. When we get back home, and she'll put them on the bed and then sleep under the bed in her little nest of leaves.
Totally. You know what?
I like to think you come in to check on her in the morning. Is like, where is she? And then you look under the bed and just the outline of the glasses.
Total raccoon aesthetic.
Yeah.
Love it.
She's going to do her best to adopt this kid.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we've established this.
Oh my God.
But I'll wait until
Oh,
Cass
there's
comes
nothing
back. Oh gosh, what else can I say? Willowbrook is a small rural town in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania. This takes place in the 90s, and all of our hunters have serious dedication to the cause of making sure that Willowbrook is safe and totally.
I saw a video yesterday that was all about, I miss the 2010s. That aesthetic was so fun. I was like, oh my god. Are the 2010s now nostalgic? Are the 2010s now the 90s? Is that what's happening now?
No.
No.
At least they're not talking about being nostalgic about the earlier 2000s, like 2005 fashion.
People are talking about the 90s as a nostalgia.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But they were talking about how the 2010s were nostalgic.
Yep.
And I was like, but those just happened. We were just there. The Twilight phase just happened.
Yep.
Right?
That was a decade ago.
And then it got a weird resurgence.
Don't tell me that!
About like a few years ago. It got a weird resurgence.
Because Midnight Sun came out, which I bought. It's fine. I have a history none of you know about.
Sure. You just keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a woman of many mysteries. You don't know everything about me.
I don't need to know everything to know the important things.
So we're getting spicy all up in here.
It's the day before Valentine's, of course.
My nerdy fandom past will one day come back to haunt me. It is not this day.
Fair enough.
That is exclusively for Comic-Con. When I can go to Comic-Con.
Oh, when any of us can go to Comic-Con. I've never been to one. I've always wanted to.
Really?
No, yeah.
If you're gonna go to one, don't start with like San Diego Comic-Con because that's crazy, stupid, big, and no fun anymore. Also, way too corporate. So definitely find your local Comic-Con and go to that because that's usually big enough to be fun, but not so big that you want to die.
The only places I could maybe go to is Philly or New York.
Hey, New York Comic-Con is pretty big.
I was about to say, how many of us do you think are going to be going to San Diego Comic-Con? You're the only one.
That's
but I'm not going
We all live on the area.
I've got a couple times, but I've sworn off of it. I don't like it anymore.
Yeah,
Just come to Gem
Avonlea?
State Comic Con with me.
well, Avonlea. Lilac City Comic Con is a lot closer to you than San Diego Comic Con is.
Yeah, we also have Gem State Comic Con.
Which
is literally a 20-minute drive from me.
Nice.
I've been looking into that because I'm like, okay, what Comic-Con's happening in Idaho? Like, what are here? Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, Gem State. We also have one that's held in our. We also have a Comic Con that's held in our local libraries as well.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're all here.
Yes, we're all here. We all have our character sheets, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now we get to see if you guys level up or not. So
I don't think I do.
well, let's see.
Huh.
Well, you haven't rolled anything yet, actually. I don't think
Exactly,
so. No,
that's why I said that.
You haven't rolled anything yet.
I have.
That's why I said I don't think I have.
So I don't think I do either.
Well,
I don't think I do.
Well, this is what we're going to see. So at the end of each session, we're supposed to be doing this, but it's fine. It's fine. At the end of each session, I'm supposed to ask you guys the following questions, and then we all agree yes or no. So did we conclude the mystery?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Did we save someone from certain death?
I mean,
Do I count?
does social suicide count?
No.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah. I think with Judy, that's technically
I was going
learning
to say
something
with
new.
the gnomes.
Or the gnomes too.
Something's up with the gnomes.
Okay, so that is a yes. That's one yes.
We did learn
Yeah.
that the tires
we found.
were-
Oh, sorry, go
Several
ahead.
tires were slashed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and we suspect gnome interference.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't suspect anything.
Here's like a-
Judy was murdered,
Yeah.
according to the found by Lily.
Mm-hmm. She was murdered. So that is something new that you learned.
Oh,
And did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? And I would say yes, because this is when you guys.
Everything about my
where I live.
Right? And
True.
also Lily being an orphan and being on the streets.
Well,
Being on
it's
the
not
streets.
Yeah.
It's not confirmed that Lily is an orphan. However, my character Sam learned that Lily has never been seen with her parents. She is always seen by herself around town, skirmishing through the garbage and the outskirts and the forest. And Sam is like, "No, I'm going to adopt this kid. Yes, I'm letting you know. Hey, she's with me right now for safekeeping, but I'm going to adopt this kid. Give me the info." And I also have the little card calling to get that process started.
Totally no way that could be exploited at all.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
And we learned that the doctor has slightly psychic paper. We don't know it's called that, but we did learn that could be of use.
So you guys, so that's 2 yeses for those 4 questions. So that means everyone gets 1 more experience.
Ooh.
So if you guys have all of your experience boxes marked up full, then you guys get to level up. So
Okay, let me just.
And it's 5 experience boxes, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
So
I only have 3.
Okay.
I'm sure I could get up to some mischief and fail at some stuff today.
Yes. Yes.
Same! Especially with the way my dice are being.
Everyone has 2d6, right? We're not doing 1d6.
Yes.
We have 2d6.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I actually brought 5 just to
I
be
have
on
a
the safe
literal
side.
bucket full of dice, so I'm pretty sure I'm good.
I think I'm good.
Yep.
I just have to remember to roll 2 of them.
Yes! Right. Okie dokie. So no one is leveling up?
Not yet.
Just making sure? Okay. Alright.
Right.
Alrighty. Well then, let us continue with our day/evening in Willowbrook.
Holy shit, you mean we actually get to play?
Yes.
I know, right? Finally!
We're not just going to talk about our
Whoa.
day.
We'll see.
Right?
I mean, unless you guys want to just continue doing this for another month.
I want to get back to Willow. Fuck.
I do too.
I miss Esmeralda.
I want to go to the drag bar, okay? I want to do it.
Right? I want to go to the
Right?
fucking drag bar.
Okay.
And then Von Thorn is excited about the fact of there possibly being a bachelorette party in the future.
Yeah. Woo, that's a conversation. I
Which
gotta.
is not to say we aren't enjoying this game, Liz.
Yeah, no,
We
totally.
really are. We really are. We want to make sure. you
Yeah, no,
know
totally. It's fine,
We
you guys.
enjoy having
are.
Madi, Liz, the
Same.
Doctor, and Wednesday Adam chasing monsters. It's really very fun. We like it.
It's
Yep.
okay.
that. Hey, Liz, I get to do a voice different from my actual voice for this one because Ryan fucked me over with the session 0 for the Andorra campaign. So yeah,
Oh,
I get to
mean,
actually fucking use a different voice. So
Hey, Cass, if you do want to give Willow a voice, you can just pretend that she's been putting on a fake voice this whole time.
contemplating
You
that.
can straight up pull a Ford.
Do it.
not
Like, you can totally do it. And we will
I
yes
have been-
and you in that story. If you're like, no, I actually want her to be British or something, you can totally do that.
Yeah.
I have been contemplating that. You have no idea.
I give
I
you
have been
permission.
contemplating. No, hold on. I have been contemplating on when to do that. I should say.
Okay, good.
Okay, well,
Okay.
that's fair.
Well, back to this game.
Anyway, continue. Continue.
it's fine.
Fine, I'm
La-
better.
We love you, Liz. We love you.
well, last we left off in Willowbrook, we had the 3 of you, Captain and Sam and Lily, going off to the Five and Dime to finally find a scabbard or a sheath for your knife.
My knife!
Yep. Just after dropping off the college kid.
No, yes. After you dropped off, oh my god, the name, I know I have it in my head.
Laura.
Laura, yes.
I was gonna let her figure it out.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine, you guys. I totally just
love
didn't.
you.
I totally just didn't go back to Discord to find out your name. It's fine.
We love you, Liz.
We've all done it, okay? I did it many times with Von Tharn when she first came into the game, okay? No shame. No shame.
No, of course. So you guys had dropped her off at her community college so that she could make it to her classes after discovering that for some reason her tires were somehow slashed and torn by something with very small like razor blades or something like that. You guys had discovered previously the death of Judy and her strange collection of garden gnomes that had almost reached up to 2,000 before she died. You had found her bedroom completely destroyed, but also inside was a sort of like rune, like a magic rune or symbol on the floor with red candles everywhere and a page that seemed to be torn from a book that just written out for company on it. Lily had a almost solo B&E session where she broke into Judy's home and also spoke to her spirit, who seemed lost and confused as to what happened, but she did recall having a book show up at her doorstep a few days before she died. Knickknacks were made. Captain returned suddenly with his new TARDIS in the shape of a van. And shenanigans happened. And after all of that, I guess now is when you decide to be practical and get her an actual sheath at the local Five and Dine.
Well, originally we were going to go to the Five and Dine after dropping off my truck, but then we had a little bit of a detour when we found little Laura here in distress.
Right, exactly. So, you guys pull up to the Five and Dime. It has no actual specific name. It actually does say Five and Dime at the top. And you guys enter. There is a whole mishmash of knickknacks and antiques. There are wooden carvings of several kinds of like statues. Off in the distance, you could see large cabinets that are glass that are filled with like jewelry and china, and there's a whole bunch of everything everywhere. There are metal sculptures, both for outdoor decoration and for just artistic decor. So where do you guys go first?
This is basically like food and stuff from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lead the party to the front counter because most things that involve blades or firearms or weapons would normally be kept in like a case near the front counter.
Right.
Or behind the counter.
Right. And as you do, the front counter is sort of like a U shape, but not, not curved. And there's a girl behind the counter with the cash register, younger girl, maybe in her late teens, early 20s. She's got her hair in a ponytail with a scrunchie, and she's just wearing a tank top and bell-bottom jeans as she's like wiping down the counter. She looks at you guys. She's like, "Oh, hi.
Hello. Oh, we are here. Lily, do you mind handing over your item real quick? Okay, we're just going to carefully get this on to the counter. We're looking for a bit of a spot for this thing, so that way, yeah."
And she looks down. She looks down and she goes, "Oh, whoa! That thing is cool. Is it real? Like, may I?"
Yeah, she reaches forward, I slap her hand away.
Lily,
God!
Don't be Lily.
Hey!
Don't be rude.
I didn't say she could touch it.
Lily, she's going to need to handle it so that way she can get the proper measurements and see if she has what we're looking for. She's not going to keep it.
I promise.
I glare at her.
She kind of looks down at you like, I'm just going to see if we have anything that fits. Is this hers? And she looks at you, Sam.
Yeah, she won it in a contest, and she really likes this thing.
It's my comfort dagger.
No stuffed animals here. No.
It's Mr. Pointy.
Yeah.
That's canon now. Anyway, she takes it and she goes and she kind of lifts it and turns it around a bit, and she goes into a cabinet below her and picks out like a actual tape measure and measures the length and everything, and she goes, I might have something. Hold on. And she goes, wait right here. I'll be right back. And she turns around and she goes to the back of the store where there's a door, and she walks inside. And meanwhile, as you guys are waiting, there is a police officer that comes in. One that you guys haven't seen yet. And he's sort of like carrying a big box of what seems to be just like various strange, random items in a box, and he's like holding it and like carrying it up and then lifting it onto the counter, kind of huffing and puffing, but like going through it inside. And the woman comes back out. She goes, here, I have several things for you guys. Why don't you take a look real quick and pick out anything that you want. Some are a little bit worn than others, I'll admit it. But it should be good. I know they should fit for sure. But
Okay.
She lays out several different sheaths, some of which are definitely handmade leather with the stitching and everything. Some of them look a little bit more not refined per se, but like not as DIY. And they're different colors, mostly in like browns and blacks. There are 4 options, and then she moves her way over to the police officer to help him out.
Pick up the black one.
The black one is the one that is sort of like hand stitched.
Let's see if that one fits, Lily.
It fits. You were waiting for my permission. They do. It does fit.
Is it like loose? Is it loose on the blade at all, or does it fit quite snugly?
It's a little loose, but there are like at the top of the sheath where it meets the hilt. I think hilt. I totally know things, you guys. There are both sort of like strings on the sides of the sheath, so that if need be, you can tighten it.
Okay. Is there looking at it closer on Sam's end, does it look like there might be a way on the sheath, the little belt loop thing, so Lily can put it on like a tab at her side, so that way she's not carrying it in her hands all the time?
So yeah, it does come with like a very makeshift sort of like piece of leather scrap sewn in belt loop. So it should hold as long as it's not like pulled or torn or anything like that. But it's a little bit delicate.
We'll probably have to reinforce some sort of reinforcement for this.
Just hot glue.
Is a question for the storyteller? Is there possibly a leather working place in town or a leather shop?
Let me see. I believe so. I had a thing. Where'd it go?
John's Leather Emporium.
No, where'd it go?
Or what Idaho has, Tanny leather.
Oh, right.
We'll be right
well,
back. I gotta
go
do
ahead.
something quick.
Sure. I have a thing. If only I had read my notes before stream. Totally fine.
I know this pain.
I know, right? No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine, you guys. Oh my goodness.
As a fellow DM, the pain is real.
Oh man, even though
You
I
think-
can't find it, I know it's here. Okay, so I can't find it. But you can actually if you go to the local butcher, there sometimes he will actually feature some leather made goods in his shop, just as like a side thing that he does.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So not only does he butcher the meat, but he also tans and hides the leather.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Who's
Hmm
he hiding it from?
Sorry, I meant tanning the leather.
He knows. He knows. He's being a dick.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Also, I just like a good bad pun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
He's hiding it from himself. He's not. He said it's on the side for the reason, Ryan.
Okay. So that's a place that you do know can probably, like, if you talk to him for a little bit, he might be able to do something with that piece. You're not exactly sure. Maybe he made it. You don't know. But as you guys are sort of picking out and looking at the sheets, you hear the mumbling, like some mumbling coming from the police officer. He goes, yeah, my wife wants me to get rid of all this shit. I don't know what to do with it anymore. Frankly, I don't want it in the freaking house either. You know, she bought some of those stupid gnomes. She's obsessed with them now. Oh god, if she ends up like Judy, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. And he has a pager that starts beeping, and it goes off. And he goes, "Oh shit, motherfucker!" And the woman at the counter goes, "What's wrong?" And he goes, "Another animal attack. I don't know what the fuck the animal control is doing here, but they're not doing their fucking job. I'll tell you that." And she goes, "Like, wait, animal? You mean like?" And he nods, and he goes, "Yeah, I mean, look, I think your dad should be fine, and you know that. But
were parts and are these animal attacks happening?
are you asking?"
Oh.
He turns to you.
Sam overhears, and she turns when she hears mention of animal attacks. Is like, what?
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, there's some, I think some coyotes running amok around here. We had a call last night from the guy that runs the junkyard.
Mm-hmm.
He had to deal with some, we think he was a homeless guy, high off his ass or whatever the hell. He was dealing with some nonsense with him, and God, and we tried to get there in time, but he was off, and he ran. We couldn't find him afterwards, but he had to stay late, and we made sure he was all right, and he left. But some coyotes actually came about and bit his leg up real good.
Ooh.
Yeah. And the woman at the counter goes, "Yeah, that's my dad."
Oh.
Right.
Well, I'm glad he's okay after that, kind of. Well, he didn't lose the leg, did he?
And she kind of, the girl at the counter kind of looks down, and she's like, I think he's, I don't know, they wouldn't let me see. And the cop goes, "He's gonna be fine. Like,
Okay.
he'll be okay."
While they're talking, I want to hike myself up on the counter
Mhm.
and start rummaging through that box of things that he put there.
They're like,
Subtle.
I
I'm not trying to be
No,
stealthy.
no, no,
I know.
no.
I'm just a kid on a counter. Come on.
I love you.
Trust me, we understand that you are not trying
To be stealthy.
Yeah.
If you were, we would be very concerned.
I mean, Sam's not overly concerned after overhearing the cops say that he's just like wanting to get rid of it. So it's like,
Yeah,
if he has an issue, then speak up now or forever hold your peace.
No, no, no. So, and he goes, "Wait, what, kid? What the hell are you?" And he's kind of like at a loss, like kind of doesn't know what to say. And the girl goes, "Sweetie, that's not your stuff." And she tries to move it away from you. You don't-
Lily.
I'm just looking.
I understand
Making
that,
sure it's
but
not dangerous.
okay. Well, that's so nice of you, but she's moving the box away from you. She's moving the box
Lily.
away from you. It's not your stuff, honey.
Lily, we
I'm not saying it was. I'm just making sure it's safe.
Right, but we have a police officer here, and I think he knows what's
Lily actually snorts.
Yeah. I think
oh no.
I think he's probably checked the stuff to make sure that it's safe for all of us. So you don't have to. It's okay.
It's
I
all
scooch forward on the counter and keep looking through the box.
Lily,
And
Lily.
the woman at the
come
counter
on
looks at
now.
you. The woman at the counter looks at you like, can you do something better?
Lily, come on. And she reaches for Lily.
Okay.
Lily, come on. Lily.
Do I find
let's get
anything
off
in the
that
box
counter.
I will.
of concern?
You find some porcelain figures. Some of them are like some just animals, like a little puppy and a cat. You find a statue that's like an angel holding a little like baby doll. You find there's like an old clock in there, like a wooden one. It's very round. That seems to maybe have some numbers falling out of it. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Let's see if there's any gnomes in there.
Okay. No, you don't see any gnomes. No gnomes in there. Just like some random knickknacks and other things.
Okay. I let Sam pick me up off the counter and put me back on the floor.
Come on.
Sure.
Well, if you want, we can go somewhere where you can do all the climbing you want later.
Ooh.
And Sam just like pats Lily on the head once she's safely down on the ground.
Pat, pat, pat.
Pat, yes.
Real quick, officer. Has there been any like construction going on around the areas where most of these coyotes are being spotted at?
No, actually, most of the construction is back at the top by the main road. It comes in,
Yeah.
but
Alright.
it's been like we just had a couple.
Have all of the attacks been tiny little claw marks?
The cop kind of looks at you a little like,
We just helped out someone in town whose tires got slashed by something with tiny claw marks or blade marks or something like that.
oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean, like, it could have been the coyotes. I don't know why they're going after tires. Not like them. But,
Don't know, but
yeah, no, it's been real weird. There was a pack of them that came out last night with Miss Sanders' father here. And then there were, like, those incidents with the tires. That's true, but, like, I don't know what the hell that is. Coyotes don't normally go that close to people unless, they're in a pack and the person's alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they don't normally come out of either in the woods unless something's disturbing the wildlife.
Right. And that's what I was saying. These animal control fuckers are not doing their job. And then people call the cops and like, what the hell are we going to do? We're just going to, take care of it the way we know how. But whatever.
I mean, your answer's pretty clear. It's not coyotes.
I turn and I go back to looking at the scabbards.
Right.
She She loves her books.
She just got done reading the first Harry Potter book.
Yeah.
It's all the rage. I heard they're coming out with a movie. It's gonna be awesome.
She just got done reading some Harry Potter. Some of her. She just got done reading some of her fantasy books this morning.
I love that series. 7th one made me cry.
I'm gonna be real mad if they mess up with one.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Ryan, can you repeat what you said?
No, not right. You.
Oh, I'm gonna be real mad if they mess up the 5th one.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
What's Harry Potter? I've never read that. They don't have a version of that out in the woods.
No. The only thing I've seen is just like some divorce papers in a trash can.
Oh God. And the reference I was making in terms of the fifth Harry Potter book was because the 5th Harry Potter book, Order of the Phoenix, was super detailed, but the movie just took out 80% of everything that happened there.
Yeah.
I didn't like Order of the Phoenix.
The film,
I don't
like
like the
it.
movies. That's just for my own opinion.
Yeah, it's my opinion. Anyway, let's get back to game.
Thank you. Sure.
I would like to walk up to the counter with the lady, and I'm gonna pull out the psychic paper, and I'm just gonna show it to her. Hey, I'm from a newspaper from, well, you can read, and I just wanted to know. I'm doing a story on the lady who died with all the gnomes. Did your father, or did you buy any of those gnomes by chance?
Roll plus charm.
All right, yeah, sure. Can I do charm with sharp? I think
I don't know actually with your character sheet. I have a copy of it pulled open.
I can use it for tough, and I can use it for weird.
So then no, you wouldn't be able to use it for charm.
Yeah. Okay. That is a 5.
A 5? Okay.
Oh.
So mark experience.
Right.
She goes, yeah, we bought one. It was really cute. But like I don't know. I just bought it and brought it to my dad's place. Yeah.
Good to know. Do you know where it is? Specifically.
No, I don't know where it is. I mean, I assume it's just at my dad's place. It doesn't move. It's
No.
It's an object, right? You know what they are, right?
Yes. Porcelain gnomes.
What's your name again?
John Smith.
John Smith. Right, and you're from around here?
No, obviously. It pulls out the paper again and says, I'm from New York.
And you came here to talk about Judy, or to, do an article on Judy?
I mean, Judy did almost break the record for having the most gnomes.
Like one of them BuzzFeed's article. I'll just write about anything now.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I have a gnome. Or at least I don't have one. It's my dad's. But, yeah.
Good to know. That's all I needed. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
So how much for this scabbard here, if you don't mind me asking? And I hold up the one that out.
She kind of like keeps looking at the captain like a weird eye. Right. No, that's that thing. Oh man, it's not gonna be too much. I'll give what, like $8. $8.
All right.
Yeah.
And she'll
Yeah.
pay she'll pay $8.
Sure. She'll take it and put it right in the cash register. And by the time you guys have made your exchange, the police officer has already started walking out the door, and he goes, "Oh, I'll be back later. I'll see you around. I gotta go fucking take care of this one." And she goes, "Yeah, no, it's okay, Jeff. I'll see you. Don't worry about it. I'll call your wife later."
Oh, Sir Jeff. Notes, people.
I've actually been taking notes this campaign. I mean, anytime I was around.
Me too, guys.
That's good!
That's so good. You're doing so much better than me.
Yes.
I'm just like, I'm gonna go push buttons.
Oh God, you do.
I feel that.
Right. And she starts taking out the stuff in the box. Is there anything else I can help you guys with? You're free to just look around.
Lily, did you want to look around some more? See if we. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So quiet.
Yeah, you're very quiet, my guy.
Well, it's probably because somebody kicking around my goddamn interface box.
Who would do that?
I mean, I can come in there and do it for you. What?
How about now?
You know what's
Nope.
great?
Same.
There's literally tea in here.
That is amazing.
Do the Kermit the Frog sipping tea meme.
Oh man, is it like?
We love you, Liz.
God, I'm glad someone does.
Liz is sipping tea. I'm just sitting here doing the awkward face.
All right, so I know you guys said a few things. What was going on?
Sam will turn to Lily. Is there anything else you wanted to look at while we're still here? Maybe a belt to match the scabbard that we got for you?
Sure. I would go wander the hall, see if I could find anything that's suspicious and needs stabbing, and also a belt.
Okay, and also a belt. Okay, and Captain, do you think you said you were going to do something, or?
Oh, can you hear me now?
No.
Barely.
Am I working?
I mean, I can
You're
hear
very
you
soft, but we can hear you.
as long as no one else talks. I can hear you.
Oh, well, I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
but that's not working.
But you could still, yeah.
Anyway, so I just asked, do you have any of those gnomes here in your shop thing?
No, dude. I mean, they're not mine. And no one brought them here. They're all over town. I mean, like, did you not? Oh, I don't. Well, you're from New York, so I guess you didn't know. There was the yard sale. If you, actually, it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday there was the last bit of the yard sale where everyone pretty much bought one, and like she was a crazy, but sweet lady. I didn't know too much about her, but my parents knew her, and yeah, they just wanted one of her gnomes before they all ran out. Not really,
Or ran away.
because I don't know about
That
you,
would
but
be ridiculous. Yes.
yeah, they don't move.
And he just sort of looks at her weird, like. He leans in. You do know that lawn gnomes don't walk, right?
She starts to like reach over underneath her counter. I have pepper spray.
Sam is overhearing. Sam is overhearing this, and at first, when she overhears that the gnomes are all over town, she gets the oh shit awkward. Like she's not facing the counter at all. She's like Lily, but still kind of keeping within earshot of the cat, and her expressions go from to oh god damn it.
Yeah. Back up. Right now. Or I'm calling that cop back.
He just takes 2 oblivious steps backwards.
Thank you.
Sure.
How are there like little aisles within the store as well?
Yeah. So it's the whole store is sort of like basically just one big box with like some aisles just being like rows of cabinets. And also to the right of to the far right by the end of the wall is actually a set of steps that continue to go up to a second floor upstairs. Lily, as you're looking around, you're not finding anything too strange or out of the ordinary, at least on the first floor, besides maybe some knickknacks and wooden sculptures. Huh?
And patty wax?
I was thinking it too.
Sorry, continue. Continue.
No, I'm sad I didn't make the joke. It's fine. It's totally fine, you guys. I'm fine.
Don't forget to give your dog.
Anywho, but you do go up and you actually see like racks of clothing at the top, and there are some leather belts just hanging on like on a hanger. You don't know if they'll fit you, but there are different kinds of leather belts up there. And you do also see sort of like a huge cabinet filled with like porcelain dolls. Some that are quite aged and some that look kind of new, and some that you're debating whether or not they have an actual soul inside them. It's just the way that they stare.
I'm gonna use the site just to double check this.
Sure. Sure. Go ahead and do that.
Okay. How do I do that? Where's that? Okay. You can see the invisible, especially spirits and magical influences. You may communicate with, maybe even make deals with spirits. You can see and have more opportunities to spot clues when you investigate a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
So I close my eyes and they kind of flash slightly purple, and I look and the world is tinted slightly purple around me.
Right.
Does anything pick up?
At the level where you are, at the second floor, no. There's nothing that sort of picks up. The dolls just look generally creepy and totally don't resemble you in any way.
Okay. This is getting personal now.
I love you.
Some of those porcelain figurines are calling her out right now.
Yeah, you better. If I just stay still long enough, will someone buy me? Nope.
I mean,
No, those
Sam.
Just, well, no,
Sam is trying to adopt her.
That is just a more socially acceptable word for buying a child. Let's be real here.
They won't.
He's not wrong.
They won't try and buy you, but they'll definitely try to get you into the van regardless.
Yep. True. While I have the site up, can I glance around the rest of the store and see if anything else pings?
Yes. I had to make sure I did not spit that out. As you go around, you're not really seeing anything particularly magical. You know what? Roll me. You get advantage on investigate a mystery, right?
Yes.
Right, so then roll me investigate a mystery.
Okay. So that's plus sharp.
Yes.
Ooh. That's 9 plus 1, so 10.
10? Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So with a 10, I'll say... you do find something. In one of the corners of the second floor is sort of like a display of like, you know, like you find in crystal shops, of like different sort of like crystals and amethysts and things like that, just sort of like on shelves against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And there are different kinds there. It's not very big, but you do find one stone. It's sort of like a palm stone. It's a very dark blue color, and it's radiating a lot of like energy. And you pick it up and you take it, and it has sort of like an engraving of an eye on it. And it takes up most of the stone. And as you pick it up and you look at it, it's also kind of like shimmery. It has like almost like a sparkle to it. And you hear a voice in your head say, I would keep that.
Turn around and I chuck it across the floor.
Ting, 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 ting. And the woman at the counter goes, what the hell?
Really?
What the hell was that? And she kind of like looks around and you're just like standing there. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're good. Lily, what was that? And I go to wherever that thing fell to, trying to follow the sound of where it toppled to. Because when Lily was doing that, and Sam was keeping with the earshot of Captain, she, when that whole last bit between the captain and the shopkeep happened, Sam looks away from Lily to look for the little aisles to just keep an eye on Captain is. And if Captain looks in Sam's direction, Sam just gives him the face of "Don't you fucking dare!"
My gosh, she is the mom friend.
Oh man, this is giving me Esmery flashbacks. Okay.
Yes.
Oh god. Okay. So, you're looking around for whatever whatever that sound came from?
Yeah, and making sure Lily's okay.
Mm-hmm. You see Lily, like, basically at the corner of the store. She seems fine. She's just standing there.
Did something
as
fall?
good as I usually am. No, I threw that. I point at the stone.
I go to where she's pointing and I pick up the stone.
Right. And you basically see the same thing that she picked up. It's a palm stone. It's not super big. Literally made to basically fit in the palm of one's hand. If you would want to know what actual stone it is, I can have you roll plus sharp.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I'm just re-pulling up my character sheet real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was off the app I was using for too long and just kind of timed out on me.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
I will. Yeah. Load. Okay, what are we rolling?
Plus sharp.
Plus sharp.
2d6 plus sharp.
Hey, that's my highest stat, too. Let's see if I do better this session.
It's like you're a monster hunter or something.
Right? I got an 8.
You got an 8? Okay.
I got an 8.
I'll say with an 8, it basically is roughly, like, if you were to have a best guess at this, it looks like blue goldstone.
Ooh. I need to look at what blue goldstone looks like now. That way I have a better visual.
You can certainly do that.
Blue goldstone.
I made my way over to
that
them
is
by this
pretty.
point.
You're making your way over to her?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I would have done that as soon as I was done talking with the lady.
Oh, okay,
so
sure. Okay, go ahead.
we're just like, okay, I'm done with that conversation.
Oh, that's so pretty. This is a pretty stone.
Yes.
But
Oh,
is
that
what
is
Sam is thinking too.
gorgeous.
And do I see the carving of the eye on it?
Yes, you do see the carving of the eye on it.
Oh.
It's very. Shut up.
Oh, I want some blue goldstone now. God damn it.
I know. I've always wanted blue goldstone dice, but anyway, the eye is, even though it's like smooth and the edges of it are very like precise, it's very primitive. It's just basically an almond shape with again one eye and then another smaller eye in it for the pupil. And yeah, that's what she chucked. Captain, you get Captain, you get like a little bit of noise coming from your cane as she's picking it up and it's in your proximity.
I whip up my cane and I just sort of tune it and listen to the sound.
So, roll me plus weird.
Okay. That's a pretty good roll. That is 11 plus 3 is 14.
Oh, wow. Great. So,
Yeah, I rolled
Nice.
5 and 6.
Yay!
I know, it's exciting.
Third roll of the night.
Yes. Right. Awesome. So, I'll allow you to ask me any 2 questions about what you're trying to sort of discern with your cane, even though it is pinging, so it something is up. So you can ask me any 2 questions about this item.
Okay. And it would be questions I would know to ask, or just
Questions that you feel like would be basically relevant if you're like, if your cane is reacting to this item that's suddenly in her hand.
But I don't necessarily have to know what I'm asking for in-game. Like, I wasn't there, or I didn't hear Lily hear the thing talk to her, so I couldn't ask about that.
No, you can ask about that.
Alright, that's what I'm trying to ask about.
Okay.
So, I want the exact material.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's blue gold or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is, I guess, anything, what, like, supernatural occurrences, because, like, he doesn't really do supernatural, he just attributes it to some sort of scientifical thing, but, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what you get from basically your cane is that the element or the sort of like properties of this gemstone or this stone, I should say, is not from this plane. It's not from this world. It is actually from a different one, but it doesn't specify which, but it is known as Keel. Keel.
and do I know what Keel is?
Keel is basically a stone that does have inherent sort of properties of enhancing one's ability to manifest. So, like, like a summoning anchor? So, like, if something was trying to manifest in this world, this would, like, anchor it to our reality? Kind of, yeah. It's also, like, it has that. And also, for those who, equating it to magic, it also sort of acts similar to residuum in the fact that it's an enhancer.
Basically like a conduit.
Yeah.
Amplifies things.
Yeah.
Yep. Like if anyone has seen the series Arcane, those little blue stones
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that Arcane.
I haven't.
Ryan!
Yeah, but like I've
What
been
is-
wanting to watch it so bad.
Okay.
Very good. You will enjoy it.
So I know what it's made of,
Yes.
and I guess that answers both of the questions I had then.
Yeah.
All right. So I just very carefully pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
It's my hand.
and I pick it up out of your hand.
It's a pretty stone.
Yeah?
I mean, it
How
has
much-
magic.
For this,
Oh, what's that? Blue goldstone? I think it looks like.
Yeah,
blue
it looks like
goldstone,
a-
I think.
Yeah.
Man. You know, actually,
Got a little.
I don't remember where that came from. That's weird. Well, let's see. How big is it? And she kind of like contemplates in her head. $20? I don't know. This isn't my store. I'm just here until my dad gets back.
okay. Out of game question. Do I have money?
I'm going to say no.
All right. Second question:
That's
Is
the
there an
psychic
ATM in the store?
Please let there be an ATM.
Oh my god.
And the psychic paper act as a credit card.
It's a small town. We don't have card readers.
That's true. That's true. And it's the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Most things are still.
Well, no, you guys, some people have credit cards at this
there
point.
there were still, there were still ATMs pretty much
Yeah.
everywhere at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. You know what? Just for the sake of this, sure, there's an ATM by the front of the door.
Cool.
But does the
I'll be
captain
right
have
back.
any sort of card to use on
You
this?
don't
Or is
need
he-
one. He's got a psychic cane.
Sam doesn't know that.
No,
I'm
that's
gonna
true.
use the Sonic cane and hack the fucking ATM.
Yeah, pretty much.
Roll me plus weird.
Okay.
Please don't.
Oh my god.
Basic things a Sonic probe does in the series.
It's true.
Of fucking course.
What is it? What is it? Tell me.
Total of 6. I
Oh,
rolled
well,
a 2 and a 1.
Mark experience, my man.
Well, that's enough experience to level up.
Does it just set the ATM on fire?
I mean,
Oh.
basically, you hold up your cane
Well,
and
I was trying to do it surreptitiously, so I'm standing in front of the thing, and my cane, and I lean towards it, and I activate my cane, and I guess I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I've never done this bit before. I've only heard that a sonic probe could do this, so I'm trying to figure out how it works, and then like I look over my shoulder, and I press the wrong button, and then
basically you hear
Sparks fly.
and this thing just basically all shuts down. The screen goes black, and also there is some smoke coming out from the bottom of the ATM machine. And as the woman from the counter is putting these away, she goes, "What the hell is that smoke?
I think it might be broken.
Where's the
Thing
fire
on
hydrant?
fire.
Where's the fire
Pick
hydrant?
everybody
Oh,
out. The
God.
store's on fire.
Oh,
Go
God.
on fire.
Oh, God.
Fire. Fire.
And the woman is like panicking, and
Nope.
she goes to the back of the room, and there's a fire hydrant right next to the back door, and she pulls it off, and she's like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, my dad's gonna kill me, oh God!" And
Give me the fire hydrant. We're gonna get it.
And I just like back up. And like while they're busy with that, I just slip the stone in one of my pockets.
Yep.
Sure, I mean it works.
Sam has helped the shopkeep put out the smoke. The now on fire
up.
ATM.
Hold up, just for the funny of it. can I just like pull out some random thing in my coat that just happens to be worth way more than this rock would be?
Sure.
Like, I don't know what it's worth, but I just pull out something and put it on the table and be like, yeah, sure, that'll cover it.
Right. Yeah, sure. I think what you do is that you pull out an actual orb of obsidian.
Sure.
Sure. And, like, it's huge. It's, like, this big. And you just take it out and you put it at the same place where the palm stone was. You're like, all right.
A nice exchange. The law of equivalent exchange has been processed.
Oh, yeah. And Sam, she hands over the fire hydrant to you, and she's panicking, and I'm assuming that you that you just pour it all over the ATM machine.
I just do like the proper procedure for a fire hydrant, and then just
Yeah. She goes,
Yep.
oh, fucking gosh darn it, my dad's gonna kill me.
It's not your fault. Like stuff like this.
Do you know
happens.
how hard it is to find people who know how to like fix those things?
Yeah, while that is an issue, again, this is not your fault. Stuff happens. And she just does like a pat on the shoulder. It's okay. Let's go one thing at a time. We just let this make sure that I put out, and then afterwards we'll just need to be cleaned up, and then your dad should have somewhere in the shop that you can call to get something scheduled to get this thing fixed.
The 1-800 number on the side for repairs.
See?
Thank you. Thank you so much, sweetie.
You creepy,
That's it
weird
right there.
little child.
I pat Lily on the head again.
Right.
I'm gone.
Yeah, you're back in the van. That's fine.
I walked out.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I follow after him.
Right.
I'm done now, too.
Right. After you're consoling the woman from the counter, Sam, you basically see Captain and Lily both independently walking out and then going towards the van.
Lily, just wait outside for me. You gonna be okay from here on in?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. My dad won't be back for, oh god, I actually don't know. But, whatever. I can call the number, it's fine.
Yeah. And think of it this way, we got to it in time to where nothing else was damaged. There's just a little bit of spottage on the floor, and that's it.
Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, yeah, no, I'll be good. Don't worry about it. You go and take care of your kid?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, enjoy the sheath.
Yeah. And thank you for the business. And she starts making her way out.
Right, okay, she's sort of like kind of dejected looking at the ATM machine. She's just kind of like, okay, here we go.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
As she's walking out there, it'll be okay.
Right. As you go out and follow Captain and Lily, and I think we'll leave it there for a quick little break.
Yeah.
And I do just want to say, Lily did put on one of the belts that she found. She went on and then walked out.
Yeah.
So both,
Yeah.
you both stole some
Yes.
shit.
Yes. 100%. Yes.
I mean,
so used to
the
just taking
captain
stuff.
is a
Doesn't
man
think
who grew up in wartime. He doesn't really
No, I mean,
do this.
yeah,
never
no,
actually
right.
bought anything. So the concept that you need money, whatever the fuck that is.
And Sam will be none the wiser until they get back.
Well,
And
Oh,
then
no,
she'll
I'm
have
outside
guilt.
playing with the goddamn stone in my hand now.
outside the van. Yep. When we're catching up to you to the van.
No, I'm just twirling it around my hand and looking at it very intently.
When Sam sees this, and you finally take notice of Sam, she's giving you the really look Really?
Mom's mad.
Trust me, you didn't want to leave it there.
That's magical.
And that's where we'll leave it off. For a break.
A break, and then we'll pick up chat.
Yes. We'll be
We're
going
gonna
to
go make some
Cass.
food.
Yes, but we'll be right back
I don't need
in,
food.
let's say, 15 minutes. 15 minutes, please. Okay.
Yeah, around.
15
Right,
minutes.
so
We'll
ba-
be right back.
I will do my
I'm
best.
not planning on leaving this chair, so
Great. Good. All
I
right.
should be here in 15 minutes.
Awesome. We'll be
I
right
will
back,
do my
everyone.
best, but I'm going to be cooking food.
Sure. Okay.
Right back.
We'll be right back after these messages. Okay.
Love that one.
Okay.
It's okay.
And we're back.
Hello.
Hello. So
I now have a dog, by the way.
yeah, they just got her like just now during the break. That's why it took longer than
Yeah.
15
They
minutes.
just opened the front door and
definitely.
just came running in.
Doggo!
Hey, baby.
100% good boy.
Oh, baby. Okay.
So
You've now entered an animal sidekick to this game.
yes, right. We'll wait and see if they talk.
Can we get Jack back?
Yes, please.
Please, can we?
Can we?
I miss our favorite border collie.
Oh, so
I miss
good.
my Colleen, motherfucker.
Yes,
I
Colleen.
miss Colleen. But continuing back to the story, we'll go to we'll actually continue a little bit more with Captain Lily and Sam as you guys head back into the van after some craziness inside the Five and Dime. Lily, you have your now new belt and sheathed weapon, so it doesn't feel as cumbersome to carry it around with you anymore now that you have it on your person.
Yes.
Right, and you have just
Much
a
more
little
stealthy.
bit of a creepy grin as this is the most excitement that you've had in a while.
Little bit of a Wednesday Addams smile.
Sam is just sitting in the front passenger seat with this look on her face
Nope.
that suggests there is going to be a conversation when we get home.
Well,
Bye.
actually, I was going to say, I was going to direct everybody into the back of the van for a minute
Okay.
before we started talking about the stone.
All right.
Sure.
So, after everybody comes in, I'll close the doors. And I'll walk up to the console, and I'll take the stone out of my pocket, and I'll fling it up, and something will catch it. That is not something we should have been leaving in that store. Don't look at me like that. I know what I did, and I left something hopefully more valuable in its place. Anyway, that, and I flip some switches, and I bring up a display, is Keel.
What?
It's magic.
Some cultures call it that. But it is a way for interdimensional things to find anchors in our plane. It can also enhance certain psychic abilities and other matter warping and energy redistribution abilities. Also things people call magic. Anyway, definitely not something I wanted to leave in the store in case it was, summoning some sort of entity from another world that was going to come here and destroy us. Probably a good idea not to leave it in a random civilian shop, don't you think? I do. Anyway. And there's just, graphs and shit on screen, and there's a little animation of, the planet Earth, and then just being blown up by a tentacle Cthulhu monster. And it just...
It's just a gif.
You would think that after what we encountered a few days ago, that this would be a surprising thing if we had something like this. We have cryptids here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you think something that could be bringing stuff like what I deal with in here?
It's not impossible. But it could
Are you
also
sure?
bring something much more dangerous.
And what makes you think it's going to be safer in here?
Different dimension.
I poke a seat.
It's a seat.
It just floats out of the way because it's not actually attached to anything.
Like a 3-day-old
It-
helium balloon. Sorry, go on.
And you, young Missy, I see you found a belt.
You said to go
I
find
had nothing to do with that.
Yep. Oh, it seems like amongst the craziness. things were from the store. You better hope that what you left behind is worth a lot, Captain.
How much is an orb of obsidian about yay big worth?
Sam, know that.
You're guessing a lot since it's just the sheer size of it. Probably, I don't know, like $200.
If it's a pure obsidian stone, that's probably enough to cover what was just taken.
Why would you release something that was
Good.
taken?
Exchange and payment, because the two items. Really, you do not know the concept of paying for your.
I've never had to do it before. You don't usually pay
That's
to get things out of
concerning.
your garbage.
Oh,
Right.
that's.
Right.
I'm gonna have words for your parents if we find them.
Yeah.
You will not be alone.
Like
And then pull
your
out my dagger and start playing with it.
wherever your parents are at, if they are found, there's going to be some talkings too,
So,
especially with the lack of look after on you. It's Jeebus.
Got
so
by fine.
I'm going to just interject a little bit here. What are we doing here? What is this team up to next? What is the plan?
We have a plan.
Well,
I think we should flash forward sideways to Cass and see what she's up to because she hasn't had anything to do this whole game.
Right, but that's what I want to
Exactly.
establish before moving on to her.
Okay.
so that we have a way to intersect our two parties again.
Right. Yeah.
So we did notice that the slash marks on that young lady's tires were caused by something, probably the gnomes. I think we're all pretty much assuming it's the gnomes. Right?
I checked them. They seemed normal. Did we go check out her house?
We did not, but we should probably go for somebody we know either isn't home or isn't going to ask too many invasive questions, or somebody whom we can answer invasive questions with probably lies.
Or we could go pick her up from school and have her take us to her house.
You mean Laura?
We could do that, but
Just go and
parents
grab
might
her,
be-
and then she could open the door for us. We'll just throw her in the van.
Hold on.
That's-
I gave Laura my number. She said that she was already making plans to try to call up her parents to pick her up from the college. If she can't get a hold of anybody, I gave her my number to call us if need be.
So we just get
why
there
don't
first.
we go and talk to this guy who got his leg chopped up?
Could probably do that, but we would have to make sure if we do go there that he's not already talking to the cops.
FBI.
If we
Alright,
run
so-
into Officer... Oh, sorry, what was that, Lily?
It said he was from New York. Now it says he's the FBI.
That might be hard to do if we run into Officer Jeff again while we're over there.
Simply a different set of credentials. I'm undercover FBI, investigating these weird attacks. We think it's a serial killer. That's popular in this time frame, right?
Or we just grab Laura and put her in the back of a van. Way more simple, fewer steps.
You're not wrong.
But I
You should be.
You know,
Oh, God.
Sam literally just had a conversation with the captain about stranger danger.
Do we need to leave something in exchange for her?
No. No.
Very
That's-
confusing set of rules you're coming up with.
Okay.
I frowned very heavily on the concept of exchanging goods for people. I am very morally against that.
So you have to pay
Yeah.
for a belt, but not a person? Isn't
Yeah.
a person worth more?
Well,
Well,
when it comes
know,
when it comes to purchasing goods and items, there has to be a form of payment exchange, usually like money, or in some cultures, an item of equivalent or greater value.
So a person isn't worth money?
what
here.
could be worth a person's life?
Quite a lot.
Quite a little.
Sam is looking at Lily with
This is-
concern.
This is. You know, it's upsetting I don't have a better answer.
I stumped him at last!
You
I am-
both adults.
I am 900 years old, and in all of this. Bravo.
Yo, what? How old?
I give a little curtsy.
Don't worry about it.
How about we go back to the house, because that's where my phone is, and we take a look at things over there where we also have access to some of my tools, just in case. And if we get a phone, and if Laura does call us, then we're already where I can get that phone call. I also have to make a phone call myself, so.
Okay, alright. Okay, hold on 1 second.
So,
Now we
it
just
is the four of us right now.
Now we go off on the rails. When she comes back, we just start spouting utter nonsense like, hey, we built an amusement park!
Oh no, don't do that to me. I'll have flashbacks.
Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Yeah.
No. One of the first ever campaigns I ever ran for my Narco game. One of my friends wanted to make.
This.
Yeah. One of my friends wanted to make a theme park made out of the corpses of every enemy that he killed in the game.
Why?
It was funny.
Sure, that's
Because it would piss me off, and he knew it. Because this was my best friend, my brother, and he knew it would fucking irritate me.
Okay.
And some of y'all were concerned about the campaign I'm running with zombies.
To be fair, they were just bandits. It's not like they're people. I mean, bandits in an RPG game. Let's be real here. Let's be real here.
They're like gnats. It's true.
How the fuck did I manage that?
You hit your funny bone?
On her spine!
Oh my god. But you didn't follow the chair.
No,
Yeah, I didn't follow the chair this time.
Okay.
She hasn't fallen off yet. We're still waiting for that.
Okay.
Add to the collection.
Yeah, if anything, Maki is acting as an anchor for you.
Yeah, really.
Oh, you missed it. I hit my funny bone on her spine.
Oh, I heard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm quite observant. Anyway. So okay, so what we established is that you're going back to the house.
Yep.
Okay.
Because Sam wants to make a phone call, and she feels that it's probably going to be best that they're there anyway in case Laura calls.
Oh god, and I lost my pen. Okay, that's okay.
Me without a pen.
Sure, that's fine.
Once.
So, we'll head over to Laura now. Laura,
Hello.
Laura, you are now finished with basically your afternoon classes, and at one point it sort of like starts to transcend into the evening. You try to get your parents to pick you up, but they actually went off on a hunting trip early, and they do this sometimes. Sometimes they just go off and go hunting every once in a while, and like they'll just pack up their things and go. But they trust you enough, at least with the house. Oh God.
And y'all think my parents were neglectful?
No, I do. She's in her 20s. It's fine.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
I keep thinking she's a teenager for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, I'm in college.
yeah, I think it's because she's the one that actually is going to school while
I know,
while the kid is not going to school. It's
What is Jewel?
Oh God.
So I basically have
honey.
no way home.
I mean, you have friends
No
that
way.
could
Aside from Sam, no way home.
no, you have friends
Aside
that
from the creepy people with the van,
you have
the interdimensional portal in the back of it.
you have friends
dire.
that offer to drive you home, but they're going to go to the Roxy first, which is a movie theater. They're going to go see the Phantom of the Opera for, I think, like the 5th time in a row.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Not the
Movie, though.
movie.
Yeah, the movie.
Not the movie.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it's the movie. So.
Yeah.
The worst movie musical, but it's not the best.
Mm-hmm. No, but some of
Yeah.
them love it. Some of them absolutely love it. And you're just wondering why
It's
you
a-
still hang out with these people.
I will say that Christine she is a really good Christine. From what I remember.
Yeah, she was good.
Anyway, we're off track.
Singing-wise, yes. Acting, not so much.
Mhm.
I
That
meant
was
the
nice.
singing part.
The singing, she's amazing. Yes.
Yeah. But anyway,
They're going to.
I don't want to go see.
Yeah, no, you're not so much of a fan after the first time you saw it. So you do have the other option of someone else driving you back. But that's up to you to call them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call Sam.
Sure.
How good we were planning on just
Do
coming and picking
we
you
not
up.
have a cell phone?
No, it's the 90s.
Like between any of
It's
us?
the 90s.
I get that, but what about my lab? Because I have AI. I have the smart house.
Yes, but
Yeah,
but
that's not a cell phone.
and
No,
also
but I do have alien technology. Are you telling me I can't make a phone call?
Oh, you can, but she can't call you.
Nope.
Their
Yeah,
technology is
you
still
know-
the 90s.
Not,
But could I
not unless you-
intercept?
you mean
Could
like
I
a three-way?
intercept a phone call?
Like a three-way call? Are you kidding me?
No. Like reroute the call from Sam's phone to my TARDIS.
How would you know what she's calling?
Not instantly. It's called call forwarding. This existed in the 90s.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the idea that the captain is just trying to explain all this to Sam as Sam's just driving back. I can do this through the TARDIS. It's totally okay if you just, and just by the time he's done
Yeah,
explaining, we're at the house.
Right.
Yeah,
We're already
let's go with that.
here.
Sure.
If-
Sure.
Look, we're already back home. If you want to do that after I make my phone call and seeing if Laura calls us, then you can.
It's okay.
It's
So,
okay.
like, I'm assuming that they're saying this as they're walking into the house in the back of the van.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're going back into the home. You guys are home for I'd say about half an hour. Again, it's starting to get a little bit dark outside, and in a bit you hear your telephone, your home phone ring, Sam. At one point.
Before that happens, within that half hour, Sam would get out the little card of number for like the adoption agency, the number that she got. She's going to take the first 30 minutes to make sure she makes that phone call and ask about what the process is for adopting a child.
I'm just in my TARDIS talking to it because it's got the I took the smart house, so there's an AI I can interact with.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of Sam trying to convince a social worker that her home filled with guns and traps is a safe place for her.
She's
I mean,
not
it is
going to give it too much. she's not going to get into detail yet. She's just going to ask the general questions on like what needs to happen to start the process, what she needs to like, prepare for if she's adopting a child of Lily's age.
They give you some very general information. The people on the line are more sort of like asking about the safety of the child and the name and like what's happening with the situation and things like that, because it's more important that the child is safe first than you starting the adoption process.
And Sam would at least explain that local authorities are already trying to locate the child, that Lily's parents, and in the meantime Lily has a room to herself to keep safe so that she's not out in the forest.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and they go through that. You go through that process, and a little bit after you hang up, we'll hash out the smaller details of that phone call later. But a little bit after you hang up, you do hear your phone ring again.
Oh.
From a local number.
Oh. All right. Fowler residence.
What?
Sam's answering the phone.
No, I didn't hear you.
Fowler residence. This is Sam.
Hi, Sam. Turns out my parents went hunting. I really don't want to go see Phantom of the Opera again. I mean, it's a good movie, but would you mind giving me a ride?
Yeah, that's fine. I gave you the phone. I gave you my number just in case.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be in a little bit. Just hang tight. You're still at the university, right?
I am still at the college.
All right. You just sit tight and we'll come get you. All right.
All right. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right.
Hey. Hey, Lily, if you didn't take your shoes off yet, don't take now. We're gonna go pick up Laura.
Okay. I'm already walking out the door.
Yep. And then Sam with Lily will go to the man, and Sam sees that Captain is not in the front seat, so she's going to go to the back and knock on the back doors of the van.
While they were in there for like that half hour, I've been trying to see if I can use the keelstone to like maybe zone in on what is causing all these animal attacks.
Okay. I'll say. So you're using the stone as a tracking device?
I'm using it to enhance my equipment, because technically my equipment works off of, so maybe I'm like, I don't know.
Right, but so in what way are you using your equipment? So you're using your equipment to invest.
Right, so I'm trying to see, like, I find it weird that we found this stone while we're looking into this gnome fiasco. So I think they're connected, and I'm trying to figure it out.
Right.
And see if it can lead me to any new clues.
Okay. This is interesting.
So, like, because it enhances weird,
right. I'm just trying to decide whether or not you're investigating a mystery, or are you using your technology, and that would be weird.
I think both of them are the same thing for me, so...
So, if I might add in to try to help figure out what the idea is. You know how in a lot of crime shows they'll have those radar scanners, or like anything that uses technology to scan for activity in an area. You know how they'll have like a radar scanner?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea that I'm picturing in my head as to what the captain is trying to do with this keel stone, kind of like an amplifier to help pinpoint on whatever scanners he has maps out the area of Willowbrook to see if there's a way to pinpoint where a lot of this activity is coming from, and give him the ability to probably use his alien tech to see what's going on in that area that the activity is happening in.
Kind of, yeah.
All right. So, are you looking for anything, or are you looking for a source? That's what I need to know before, having you roll.
Well,
are you looking
the
for
captain
any
is worried
weird
about-
activity, or are you looking for the source of just the particular event?
I think at this point the captain would be one trying to figure out if there's a connection between this and the gnomes, because he thinks that there might be, but he's probably more directly trying to see if this keelstone is anchored to anything specific.
Okay. All right. So you're looking for it to see. It's just so I can write this down. You're looking to see if the keelstone is connected to anything specific.
Yeah. So like he thinks it might be the whatever is causing these animal attacks, but if it's not, he's going to try and find out what it is. Like, because if some alien is trying to come in and invade Earth,
right,
he's going to want to try and stop them.
And you're also...
Or if they're not coming to invade, he's going to want to make sure that they're received peacefully. So
Earth is not yours to conquer.
Okay, so you're trying to see if the keelstone is connected to anything specific, and you're also trying to see... You're basically trying to sort of like use it to amplify your technology to figure out where the zone of activity is for the gnome or the animal attacks.
yeah. Basically, I want to find out what this thing is attuned to, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
If it's the gnomes, then it's the gnomes. If it's not, then I'm assuming this is gnomes.
Okay.
I want
So
to find out what it is actually attuned to, if anything.
Okay. All right. So in that case, I think I'm going to have you roll investigate a mystery. So that's plus sharp.
Yeah. Alright, that's not terrible. That's a 10 total.
That's a 10. All right. So I think you can ask me. So it's technically 2 questions, but I will with a 10. And now that I know what you're sort of looking for, so you use your basically technology within the TARDIS and with the keelstone, and as you're trying to sort of like amplify, do what it does, which is amplifying energy, there's sort of like almost like a radiation of galactic energy that comes forth from it. And it expands and grows taller, and as you're looking into it, it almost does seem like you're back in the middle of space. As the sort of like glitter in the stone sort of like shines brighter and brighter and resembles stars. And when this is happening, you're looking down at sort of like what I imagine is sort of a rough image of the entire town of Willowbrook. Basically sort of like laid out in like ley lines and like sort of like a weird, let's say like a weird text screen. And there is sort of one ping. It's a little bit outside of the actual town, but it seems to almost like ping blue and pulse. Lily, I want you to roll me plus weird.
Ooh, okay.
Is she in there?
Not yet. We're just...
Yeah, you know what? Roll me plus weird.
Okay.
Even if you're not in there, it's okay.
We're basically just like reaching the outside of the van at this point.
Mm-hmm.
7 plus 2, so that's 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say as you're walking towards the van with Sam, the world around you almost seems to slow down. You feel your body get slower, your feet feel heavy, and your eyes go a little bit blurry. You stop in place. And there is a quick flash of a vision of a place that feels familiar, but you're not sure what it is. You see basically stone walls that are decayed and sort of like crackling with vines that shoot up from the sides, and you're looking in the front of what seems to be sort of like cathedral-like windows that stretch from the bottom forward and up all the way to a very tall, basically open ceiling, and it reaches out to the sky. But the images of the cathedral windows have a right side on it. It's mainly made of warmer colors of yellows and reds and oranges, an image of like what seems to be like a makeshift sun. On the left side cathedral window is similar, but mainly made of blue tones and purple tones, and there is an image of a moon. And in between, as a bigger window, as it expands right before it reaches to the broken ceiling, is that of like a starry nebula with a huge image of an eye right at the top before you sort of like step back and you feel your senses sort of like slowly come back to you.
Kind of stand there and sway and then kind of just drop to my knees a little bit.
Lily? Sam hears the drop to the knee and turns around.
Mm-hmm.
Lily, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then run, Lily.
Captain, you can hear Sam sort of like ask about Lily and with a tone of concern in her voice from the outside of the van.
I'll flip some switches and pull them up on a monitor.
Lily, I imagine you're sort of like trying to like hold yourself steady.
Yeah.
Coming back to your senses.
Sam is gonna hold Lily by the shoulders, trying to steady her as well.
I saw a cathedral, moon, and the sun, and then stars with that eye from the stone.
Was there anything else in there, Lily?
No.
No.
It's a dying cathedral, rotting and decaying.
Okay. Let's. Are you okay to get back up at least?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she'll help Lily up just in case.
Right. And you help her up, and you sort of like start to catch your breath, and you're finding yourself recovering pretty well.
And when Sam is certain that Lily is able to stand on her feet, she just bangs the side of the van. Hey, Cap! There's something weird with that stone you got there.
Yeah.
What'd
Come on in.
Find out. All right. Fuck.
And I'll bring up a map of Willowbrook, and I'll highlight the area that I saw earlier.
I know I have the image of it somewhere, but I'll send you guys later. But go on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I'll just highlight the little dot that I saw, and as they come in, I'll swing around one of the monitors to face the door. Hey, so is there anything like what she saw right there in this part of town?
What do I know is in that part of town?
And would Sam know as well?
Okay. Both of you... You know what? Lily, roll me plus weird, and Sam, roll me plus sharp.
Okay.
You're basically investigating mystery, and this is a little bit of a weird thing for you, Lily.
It's weird, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so that's an 8.
Okay.
I got 10.
You got a 10. Okay. So, we'll start with Lily. Lily, you're getting the sense that the place that you saw is familiar. You don't know why though. But you do. It's almost like revisiting a dream, a reoccurring dream. And then Sam, for you, you can ask me 2 things with a 10 and investigate a mystery.
So so before I ask my questions, as I'm looking at this map, what part of town is this in?
This is actually outside of the town borders. It's in the forest, specifically. I would say northwest of Willowbrook, which is actually a place that you've sort of like been before, Lily. That's like sort of like an area that you've explored pretty well. Sam, you've also been in that area several times, but you've never seen or recall any sort of construct or anything like that. It's mostly just woods.
Since Sam has been out there, for my questions, what is out there that Sam would remember from her time in that area? And second question, is there probably some sort of has Sam probably made some sort of marker as to whether or not that area was clear or there might be some strange activity?
Okay. I would say in the times that you've been there, it's actually been pretty clear. You've had some instances before where, like, you think you've seen something strange, but it's mostly just, like, animals moving about, like, both in the daytime and the nighttime that you've discovered. And also, yeah, it's actually a pretty normal area that you know of, and it's mostly, again, comprised of woods, from what you recall.
Mm-hmm. When I remember in my times being in that area, there's nothing in terms of construction, no old buildings or anything like that. It's a relatively safe area with just natural wildlife, unless there's something going on there now causing maybe the disturbance there, which could be causing the coyotes to be coming into town. But even then, with how far away that is, that's got to be something pretty big.
I tapped the dot with my knife on the screen.
It kind of just passes through it.
I think I've been there before.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Really?
I don't remember.
Was a cathedral like the one you saw there?
Was there?
You don't know.
I don't remember.
Well then. We've got a young lady to pick up, and then I guess we're a forest. Let's go do that. As he just saunters out the back door again.
Sure.
We're taking the car, remember? Your car?
Yeah. I need to go out the back to get into the front.
Right, because there's no way to get... Never mind. Forget Sam said that.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Totally fine.
Advanced alien technology. No way to get into the cockpit.
No, absolutely not. No.
Phenomenal cosmic power.
Little space, yeah.
Kind of the opposite of that, ain't it?
Wait, is the stone visible, actually?
It is, and and you guys, again, you see it, and it's still sort of doing that weird nebula thing as it's being used by the captain.
Cap, that stone stay safe where it's at.
TARDIS? Lock it up.
And there is a column that sort of like comes down of like energy and sort of like encircles it and keeps all of the energy in that sort of like column tube.
Lily, do you feel okay being in here with that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm just making sure. Because there's some strange things happening, and I'm starting to get things happening here. And I don't rightly trust that stone. I trust that stone about as much as I trust gnomes in general. All right,
I don't
if you're
trust
gonna-
it either. But
Yeah,
things are probably going to happen with it. Things usually do.
I do. All right. Well, you're going to be okay here. Otherwise, I'll go into front seat here.
Okay. And you guys head off after that strange encounter, and Sam, you're waiting in front of the community college. Most of your friends have already left and gone gone through their own thing. One thing I will say is that actually, huh?
Laura's like,
Did you call me Sam?
yes, she
Did
did.
I? Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm just making sure I heard her right.
That's totally. I'm fine, you guys. I'm fine.
It's all good.
Juggle everything all at once. Fine.
No, it's fine.
We understood it.
It's all good. It's all good. All good. But Laura, you're waiting there. Everything's pretty much very quiet. Your friends have already left, and you did hear of some of them having their tires like messed up, but everything's pretty much relatively okay. They did tell you that they heard some like weird noises at night, kind of like foxes. Not fun.
Yipping?
Not the yipping. Actually, yes, yipping, but more of like in a fight. They're more like snarls.
Like a coyote fight.
Yes. Yeah, yipping. Yeah.
But what did they say?
What did they say?
What did they say?
What did they say?
What did the fox say?
What does the fox say?
That's the mystery. Maybe it will be solved by the end of the campaign. What did the fox say? Tune in next week. But you do eventually see Sam and Captain rolling up with the van.
Sam rolls down the window and waves her arm out. Sticks her head out the window.
Mm-hmm. And you see her. She's sort of parked outside.
I open the back door to let her in.
Slowly get in. I still don't really want to be with them, but
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
She jumps-
Maybe I should have seen Phantom of the Opera after all.
When she gets out, I jump out and I put a pine cone on the sidewalk where she was. Exchange. And then I turn back around and get back in the van.
You just paid a pine cone for a human being. Oof! Oof!
They are the currency of the forest.
I don't know whether to find that adorable or sad.
what was that about?
Sam's been teaching me new things.
And what was the pine cone thing?
Part of the lesson.
What was the lesson?
I don't know.
If you don't know, then why'd you do it?
Sam said it was important. I don't get
Put
it.
a pine cone on the sidewalk?
It's at the fucking. Go ahead.
Doesn't make sense to me either.
Then,
Get back in the van.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me and Sam are just in the front seat. She just paid a pine cone for a human being.
I did not teach her this. It was we told her that you don't pay things for people.
Does she think a pine cone is what a human life is worth?
I don't know.
That's concerning on so many levels.
concerning.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Sam, you reluctantly make your way towards the van, and it is in the same way that you last recall, with the strange, sort of portal inside. And
Sam?
You called
Laura,
Laura Sam
I'm
again.
so sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. It's fine.
You're not tired at all.
No.
Oh,
No. Fine.
oh my.
So Laura, you do go in there, and it's sort of like that weird sci-fi laboratory that you saw before, and Lily is just in one of the chairs, sort of floating about.
Bounce.
Spins.
I still don't like this.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So I turn upside down.
She doesn't fall out of the seat. She just.
Are you?
She's just doing little
I'm sorry, what?
somersaults.
Now, do either Sam or Captain make any note as to ask her where she lives?
We're gonna go find the cathedral.
No! We weren't taking her home. We were taking her with us to the fucking.
Had every intention of getting Laura home, so she's gonna go to the back.
I'm just
And
gonna. Before you even get out, I've already started the car and started driving.
Wait, we still gotta ask Laura where she lives, don't you?
She's coming with us.
What? No,
To the forest.
didn't. Don't! Well,
Yep.
Stop!
And I'm already
it.
driving.
No. Do you have at least something where we can talk to them in the back with?
Yeah, sure. Flick that switch there.
I look and flip the switch he pointed at.
There's
A little video monitor pops up.
that.
Oh,
I
Laura.
You guys in the
Hey,
back
Lily.
sort of see a holographic screen of Sam looking down into sort of like a camera.
Is this thing on?
I think.
All right. Hey, Laura. Whereabouts do you live?
Insert address here.
That is a weird address.
Love you guys. So
It is personal. It is my headcanon that she lives on a street called Insert Address Here.
Yep. It's one of those. It's those new development. It's those new neighborhoods in development, and they haven't put a street sign, an actual street name yet.
Made by one of those new age businesses.
Right. Yep.
Sam, you know of the address that she's talking about. It's basically it's a private road, actually, and you've driven there accidentally on your way traveling within Willowbrook, and you know it actually leads into a gated home that's huge. You know that to be the home of the Brown family, which is actually they own a golf course within Willowbrook, and you know of them to come from old money and have a lot of it, and the golf course is actually fairly successful in the area.
Wait, Sam, are we not going to the creepy ass cathedral that I saw in my vision?
We're definitely trying to find that.
Forget Laura.
I'm sorry. What now?
So we're
Well, you'll see
getting
soon
you
enough.
home. No, you weren't. No, we're not. We are taking Laura back to her place first, so that way she is safe at home.
Well, she's not going to be safe
I'm
anywhere
sorry.
if we don't get to figure this out.
Laura,
I'm sorry.
do
You were
wanna
gonna
come-
kidnap me?
I did.
No.
Yes.
No,
You got it,
I asked.
Sam.
That's exactly what the truth.
Yeah, because I
No.
thought y'all were taking me home.
That's what I was saying. We are taking her back to her place, which is why I asked her what her address was. So we're taking a slight detour to get her home so that she
took the
can
detour here.
reconvene. Well,
Laura,
We
do
took the detour to get here. Or back there.
Laura,
okay,
do
we're
you wanna
continuing.
come with us to a creepy ass cathedral in the woods that I've had a vision about?
Yeah, probably the best idea.
It will be a much more
Okay, first
interesting-
of all,
It will be a much more interesting adventure than seeing Phantom of the Opera.
I
I
don't
think
want an adventure.
Oh.
I have homework.
Well, it will be a much better day than homework.
That
Whatever that is.
Homework.
that is the most
The
depressing
sentence
thing I've
that
ever
you
heard.
said included the word creepy.
Uh-huh.
I don't do creepy.
I look her up and down.
Then you are playing the wrong game.
I know this.
Captain say
He's not playing a game.
It actually kind of fits with the captain, though.
Yep.
Obviously.
Captain, I'm going to direct you to Laura's address that she just provided. We're going to continue the detour that we have been going on. She can get home safely so that she is not having to deal with any of the coyotes that's been roaming around.
Do you
There's big
really think that
coyotes?
we're dealing with coyotes?
Yeah, we already established those aren't coyotes.
I mean, my friend said that they heard some foxes yipping or something last night. Like they were having a fight or something.
Also,
Foxes
she's already
now?
involved. I don't really want to take her back to a place where she's probably going to get murdered by a gnome.
I
You know,
know.
Investigate it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're
what?
pretty sure a gnome slashed your tires.
Okay, there's still no evidence that something like that did it. The gnomes that you are questioning.
It is
You
called
really-
genre savvy. Look it up.
Besides, Lilith said that she already cleared them.
I did check the gnomes.
They
I may have
can't
been wrong.
move.
Well,
Gnomes
we know
don't move.
so long as they are
Normal
actually
ones, no.
The normal gnomes don't move. The normal gnomes make no moves.
I don't know if I like you, dude.
I grow on people.
like a
Like a
fungus.
fungus.
I doubt that.
Captain, do you want me to drive, and then once we're done dropping Laura here, you can take back the wheel?
No.
Yeah.
I'm already driving.
Captain,
As we're still moving.
there's the get that.
I'm gonna flip
Seriously?
the switch off real quick and just talk to Sam one-on-one. Look, I'm not an idiot. I know what this looks like. But obviously something happened to her car. If we take her back to her house where she's got no one to look after, not even her parents are home, and something happens to her, who's that on? Us. We know something's going down, and we're not going to let her put herself in danger by herself without one of us around to protect her. She's coming with us.
This is. I know you're right. Her family is a family of hunters as well. Not like my kind of hunter, but she would have at least some sort of access to something to protect herself.
And do you
Wouldn't she?
believe that a socialite of her level is going to be able to protect herself?
Ouch. Woof.
Fair, but damn.
I mean, she actually
She's a
has
socialite,
friends.
not a hunter.
Yeah. I mean, she also has friends. I mean, I don't know if she's allowed to have friends over at her house. Like, we could ask her if she could, like, get some of her friends to go over to her house.
She's like in her 20s. Can you
At this
have
point,
friends
you're
over?
just trying to figure out a way to not be wrong, but you are. She's got to come with us, and we both know it.
Yeah. God dang it. I feel like I'm going to really hate when you are actually right.
Most
Hey
people
guys,
do.
I have to use the bathroom.
It's also more often than it. You might want to get used to it. It's a regular occurrence.
Well, you are technically my new housemate, so. without even actually living in my home. So, landmate. Let's go with landmate.
Do you have a field mate too? A sky mate?
And then a sea mate. I'm just missing those two, and then we're going.
And you need a fire mate, and you're the avatar.
He's not
Hey!
he's not a mate, he's a captain. Good night, everybody. That's our show.
Don't forget to tip your waitress.
You're not mating with me, sunshine.
Oh god.
Oh, woo. Okay.
Also, Sam would take a moment to actually say, I would actually ask her to just confirm that she does have a way of protecting herself by herself in her home, but I feel like that would be a bad idea to actually ask. Seeing how everything looks currently.
Hey, child, do you have a gun in your house?
Do you have any way of protecting yourself once you're home? That is not a good question to ask.
Wait,
in
aren't
the
you guys-
situation that is happening.
How old is Sam? I keep forgetting.
Sam is 27, 28.
Oh, so
She's a full.
Yeah, so she's actually you're a little bit older than Laura, actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I have no idea as to whether or not Laura can handle herself with her family's weaponry. She's a Brown. She should. That's what Sam assumes. And part of her wants to ask to confirm, but it's like with how things are looking currently, that might not be the best question to ask.
With the fact that they're
say about assuming makes an ass out of you and me.
Yep.
And also, you're technically still kidnapping her.
Only temporarily.
Oh, that makes it so much better. So, I'm going to say, you guys begin to head off in the direction of that ping that you got from that tracking device within the TARDIS. You guys basically make it to the edge of town before you realize that you have to continue on, and now it is getting dark. It is getting hard to see the you're seeing the outside. It's dark outside. Night time. Woo! I'm fine.
Okay, but we weren't talking about your looks. Talking about your health at the moment.
You are fine. What'd I miss?
And just in the back, Lily's just like, and then he set the NTA on fire with his cane, and I walked out of the store, and then Sam told me that I needed to exchange things for things, so that's why I left the pine cone.
Hold on. The what on fire?
As you guys hear ching 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 in the back, are coming from the doors where you entered.
Hello?
I assume one of you guys are opening the back van as you now realize to get where you are, you're going to have to keep moving forward in the forest.
And Sam is like, just kind of got her arms crossed a little. She's still perturbed about that he was right, and there's combined with the fact that we technically just did a kidnapping. She's not happy. Not happy with how things turned out.
Yeah, Laura, you technically...
Right! So, question. Or, not a question. Statement. We are taking a bit of a detour on the way back to... It's probably not safe at your home right now with nobody else there.
What,
We're going to go and try to solve the problem first.
Yes.
What was that?
You think I can't protect myself?
Yes.
Told you.
Depends on against what. Random burglar, maybe a stray wild animal, sure. We're thinking it's probably
not those things.
Then what is it?
Something worse.
What has you
Possibly-
so concerned?
Possibly possessed gnomes from outer space.
Oh, you're hilarious. That's a great joke.
Or demons.
And Sam is literally like,
Probably gnomes.
Sam is literally doing this because Sam still is going off the notion that the gnomes were already cleared. I don't know. Still obsessed with these gosh darn gnomes.
As the captain just looks over at her, you know there were 2,000, right? There's no way Lily could have
Judy
cleared all.
was collecting those to try to beat the world record of how many gnomes you can own at a time. The current record is 2,000. She was about 5 away from breaking that.
My point is that the more she collected, the higher the chances were that one of them was weird.
While that is a possibility.
No one has a dick out.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, she's not
Hold
wrong.
up.
There was one.
Whoa!
I mean, like, I don't know how you saw
Things
that.
just went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. What?
Did you just say she pulls her dick out?
I mean, what?
I'm so confused. What just happened?
No one has their dick out.
And
Who cares?
And also, Lily already cleared that whole question as to whether or not any of the gnomes were weird.
All 2,000 of them?
I'm still trying to figure out what you just said.
Me too. Me too.
Cass,
Who has their dick out?
No.
What?
one of the gnomes.
One of the gnomes. Yes, and that's true.
Yeah.
But like,
One of the
I don't.
gnomes.
You didn't know that. Okay, sure. Now you know that.
Oh.
Okay, we're just gonna go with
Okay,
that.
I'm sorry.
No, that's great. No, that was perfect. Go ahead. Ignore me. So good.
So when Lily and I were at Judy's yard sale, did it look like all 2,000 gnomes were there, or?
Well, so when you guys arrived, there were still people rolling in and out of the residence. There was people purchasing things and people looking around, and some people leaving, some people coming. So it was a whole mess of people that were there when you arrived.
So it's entirely possible some people could have bought gnomes before we got there.
Yeah.
They were the weird ones.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
We've confirmed this.
Well, that they were they bought
We've
all
talked
the
to
weird
people who bought gnomes before you guys got there.
Right, but like
Yeah.
they could have theoretically bought all the weird ones before we got there.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So
And there
So
was no
in-
more weird ones left when I checked them.
right.
Yeah.
So in character, Sam is just gonna look to Captain. So you're telling me that there's a possibility that that Lily did check were not the weird ones, but the weird ones were already bought.
That is entirely a possibility. I believe there was a author on your planet who once wrote that it is
That once you have ruled out all of the impossible, whatever
unlikely.
must be the answer.
She's going to then turn. Sam is then going to turn to Laura. Laura, did you happen to be one of the many townsfolk that bought a gnome?
I mean, yeah, my parents wanted one,
Okay.
so I
How
bought
many
one
did you
on my way home. I only bought one.
Did- All right. What did you do with that when you got home?
I gave it to my parents.
Did you see where they put it?
Did I see where they put it?
No, they're still arguing about where to put it by the time that you left. But actually, wait, no. By the time you would have actually left and gone to school, as you were running out, you would have seen it at the front door.
Okay. I mean, it was at the front door, but I don't like it. It's kind of creepy. I think gnomes
I mean-
creepy.
I mean, yes, with you, gnomes are kind of creepy to begin with. That being said, there's a very possibility that or could have just had one of the normal ones.
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty normal.
And that would have been something we could.
I mean, it was more expensive than all the others, but it was still a fairly normal gnome.
How is it expensive?
I mean, it was apparently Judy's favorite. So.
What did it look like?
It had mushrooms at the bottom and rosy cheeks.
Apparently, it held its dick out.
No, that wasn't this one. My parents did not want a gnome with a dick out. They made that clear.
Well, at least they have standards somewhere. They bought gnomes, so obviously not very high, but they do in fact have standards, apparently.
Ouch.
Anyway.
There, I see.
That could have been something we can help confirm. We could have helped confirm as to whether or not all of the gnomes were weird, or if there were a select few that were weird.
Well, obviously, not all of the gnomes were weird. We've already confirmed this.
Yeah,
Lily did that.
Yes. However, taking Laura home, she could have also seen as to whether or not her gnome was still at the front door.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because they're weird. Laura, we've already explained this. I bop her on the forehead.
You're like trying to reach into, you're like, and you actually just end up like getting on her like shoulder.
Things are
Well,
weird.
we're already here, and we have a pretty strong lead that something is weird here.
Only temporarily. You'll be fine, probably.
That does not comfort me.
That's not a comforting thing to say, Lily. That's just
How do you comfort? Do you lie?
I mean, you thought a pine cone
Okay.
was enough for a human life.
Is it not?
Not in most scenarios, no.
Oh.
Sam is just shaking her head with her hand on the
knife
bridge of her nose underneath her.
Well,
What's that,
might as well
Lily?
get going.
Back to my house, I hope.
Probably not.
No,
This way, into the forest. Unless you'd rather stay here, and he just starts backing up in.
I was actually about to suggest she stay here at the van so she could be safe while the three of us do what we came here to do. So that way, if anything maybe comes
Leave
to
the
the van, she
socialite
still
alone in the forest by herself with no weapons.
She has a high-tech... You have high-tech stuff in there. Surely she's got something that she could protect herself with while keeping watch over the van.
I don't carry weapons in the
Both
TARDIS.
of you two assume that I don't have weapons.
Thank you for being smart and thinking ahead.
I mean, when you have creeps out here like him, yeah, I'm gonna carry weapons.
That is true.
Do you want to stay in this van all by yourself in the middle of the woods as we go to fight things that are definitely not normal? Or do you want to come with us where you'd actually have backup?
I mean, creepy child with a knife. Please don't take any offense, but creepy woman with whatever the fuck it is you've got, and then creep dude over there with a way creepier van.
Creeps you know.
Speaking of, before
I
I forget,
didn't know any creeps yesterday.
Well, you're about to know a lot more real soon.
Please don't. Please no. That's not
Well-
comforting.
while they're having that bit, Sam remembers where she put her gun, goes into the van where she put her gun and releases it and comes back out.
What do you have? I say
That's
that.
for me to know.
Oh,
I mean, you're welcome to stay. You're gonna piss off the DM, but you're welcome to stay.
No, you're not. Just don't listen to him. You're fine.
What's a DM?
I don't know what a
Do you
DM is. I'm a keeper. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's fine. We're fine.
Fine, it's fine. Fine.
Fine.
Never split the party!
Sexy
Sarah's
chaos!
You know, you remind me of this girl I knew who snuck away from her party in the middle of a crypt catacomb.
Oh man, don't make me angry.
You're developing a pattern, hon.
No, but like, do whatever you think Laura would do, you know.
Are you staying or are you going? I say as I poke her in the back with my knife.
Lily, it's not poke with that.
Oh.
I just pull out my energy sword and I'm slicing path for everybody.
Yeah, I think I trust you guys more than him, so I'm gonna stick with you guys.
All right. So,
But if he tries anything, I cannot guarantee the safety of his genitalia.
that is understandable, and I would be right behind you on that one.
I pull on Sam's sleeve. I'm more
If it
trustworthy than
makes
the
you
cat.
feel any better, I could just put this through my chest and maybe I'll be a girl next.
No, we're not
I'm
doing
sorry,
that.
what?
Stop it. Also what?
So you'll be reincarnated as a girl,
It's just
like
a-
in the next
Something
life?
like that.
I-
And as we're walking to the place, I just explain regeneration.
Yeah, nope, not comprehending any of what you just said.
Okay,
I-
I'm not human.
You certainly
Nobody
look like
cares.
one.
You're totally
No,
not
You
human.
look Time Lord. We came first.
What?
No.
I'm gonna ignore him now.
That's what I do.
You've seen the TARDIS.
What's your point?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm choosing to ignore that too.
I'm choosing to put that in the back of my unconscious so that I don't have to deal with the trauma of it.
Exactly.
Humans, you face them with the literal impossible, with no other explanation but to believe, and they still choose not to.
Well, could you ever
Well,
think that maybe
duh.
it's because you're a dick and we don't want to believe you?
She's actually got a point, even though you really shouldn't say words like that.
You said it first.
I am a grown up, Missy.
Lily
That
technically
guy.
did learn that word from you just now. Just saying.
I am a grown up.
And grown-ups watch
But
their
that's
language in front of
understandable.
kids.
And I am not.
I'm not around kids all that often, so I don't.
But you are
usually
right
have to
now,
watch
so...
movies. Yeah,
Only
well,
technically.
I don't
I-
fucking like you.
So as
Language.
they're arguing, I'm going to try to listen around the area here to try to keep some sort of lookout of peripheral. Let my hunter
It should
instincts
be
come
noted,
in.
I'm just scanning the entire area as well. I'm mostly antagonizing people to make sure that they're not feeling unduly nervous. Because we're probably about to go fight some fucking ghost or werewolf, fucking garden gnomes or some shit.
Yeah.
Garden gnomes from hell.
Oh my god.
Right.
That sounds like a prequel to like Leprechaun or something.
Oh god.
I mean, it already kind of feels like an episode of Goosebumps right now, so...
Yeah.
Well, good. Okay. Well, it is 9:00. So, how do we want to do this? Do we want to continue for another 20 minutes, or do we want to wrap things up?
This might
I'm
be a
okay
good
with
place
that.
to wrap things up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably a better idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
Aw.
We enter the
Right.
the
So,
forest.
so you guys,
The
as
green
you're
family.
you're going through your banter, Captain, you're using your cane as a source of light. Why are you and you're slashing trees for whatever reason.
I'm assuming it's a dense forest. If we couldn't get the fucking van through...
Yes, but like you could also walk through the trees, my guy.
Yes,
Yeah,
but there are
it-
several ladies present. I am making a nice clean path for...
Oh, how
You're the
polite.
only person here.
It looked to me like you just wanted to pull out your sword and impress the ladies here.
Okay, you know what? In real life, yes. I just wanted a fucking excuse to use my goddamn
Beam sword, okay?
Beam sword for legal purposes.
Need I remind you that amongst this party there is a child.
Yeah, you guys came out of a van!
After we kidnapped
After
someone.
you kidnapped someone!
After Sam went to explain stranger danger to the captain
Why do you
earlier that day.
Why do you think I put a
I
content
know.
warning at the in the description? But anyway, you guys continue on into the darkness of the forest outside of Willowbrook. The night air is cool, and there is some moonlight shining from the moon above. And you guys banter on as Captain is using his cane/sword to make a path as you guys continue on with stone in hand. Oh wait, no, not stone in hand. You left it in the TARDIS. As you guys
Did we?
continue on.
Oh yeah, because it was in that beam thing.
It
so
was in the
probably
beam
wouldn't have
thing.
grabbed
As you guys continue on with to investigate what sort of strange happenings are actually going on in the little town of Willowbrook, and we will continue with this tale next week.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Right now, our schedule seems to be like maybe twice a month.
it. Which is more than most D&D groups get together.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
That's
That is
true.
fair.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank
our
you all.
intention
And
is
we
for
don't
next
have
week.
the production capacity of something like Critical Role or Dimension.
Right, yeah.
So-
So
Not
it really
yet.
depends on our mental health.
Not yet. But thank you all so much for joining us. As I said before in the beginning, please check out everyone on their social medias.
Fuck off. Sorry, I just rolled for no good reason. And it's just 2 6s.
Oh.
Oh,
You wasted it.
lovely.
That's it.
But it's
No.
I got a 6 and a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Might as well.
Let's make it a
just-
theme.
sure.
This will be our.
Yeah.
This will be predicting how next week is gonna go.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
5 and a 1.
Wait, really?
What'd you get, Lily?
5 and a 1.
5 and a 1. Okay, so that not too bad.
5 and a 6.
5 and a 6. Okay.
So
All right.
Things
Sure.
are-
I'm gonna die. Great.
it could go either or. Actually, they were good and they were bad. But anyway, again, thank you all so much for joining us. Please follow everyone here on all their social media. Check out their projects and everything cool that they are doing. We will hopefully be back next Sunday, 6 p.m. EST. If you want updates and to make sure that we are going to be streaming, you can check out our Twitter page, which is also, I believe, linked down below. And that is at Knockouts Party. We have an Instagram as well if you guys would like to follow. Hopefully we'll post more content on there. But I believe that's about it, unless anyone has anything else they would like to promote before we head off.
I'm working on a video about why you actually should watch Dragon Ball Evolution in the last.
Right, okay. So then make sure you check out Ryan's YouTube and see when that comes out.
Yeah, that should definitely get some clicks.
I thought you said
I mean,
chick.
it's got a clickbait thumbnail and everything. Like,
Yeah.
if there was ever a title for clickbait, why you should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender live action.
Ooh.
So just Last Airbender.
Yeah.
oh, just all the trolls about to comment. Oh, this is actually a different video. What?
Mhm.
Right.
Well,
And Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh, I'm gonna get so
You're
many
gonna get
rage
so many
comments.
people that are just gonna comment before they even watch the video, which is gonna be great for your engagement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
right. Okay. Well, thank you all
But
so
I
much.
actually do have cool things to say about it. So
Ooh. Well, thank you all so much for joining us, and don't let the bears bite.
Don't
We'll
let
see
the
you
Don't
next
let the
week.
bears
Bye.
Bye.